Are you tired of chasing applause that fades before it lands? Do you feel the weight of a world screaming for your conformity, yet your soul demands something truer? Have you ever stood alone, unshaken, while others scramble for approval? If that stirs something deep within, you're in the right place. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we don't just reject the ordinary, we redefine what it means to live powerfully, authentically, and unapologetically. This isn't about fitting in, it's about forging a path so distinct, so grounded in self-mastery, that the world can't help but take notice. Today we're diving into 11 undeniable traits that prove Sigma males are far from normal, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, principles of resilience, clarity, and inner strength that resonate with men who refuse to bend to the noise of the crowd. Stay with us because this journey will challenge you to embrace your unique power and live life on your own terms. 1. Rejection of external validation, the unshakable core. Picture a man standing alone on a windswept cliff, unmoved by the storm raging around him. This is the Sigma male's core, a fortress of self-worth that no external force can breach. While society scrambles for likes, titles, or fleeting praise, the Sigma finds his strength in an internal compass, a Stoic-like certainty that his value stems from his own integrity, not the applause of others. He doesn't reject validation out of arrogance. It's simply irrelevant to his pursuit of personal truth. This unshakable core allows him to walk through life with a calm assurance most can't fathom, immune to the petty games of status and recognition. This rejection isn't born of defiance but of clarity. The Sigma knows that external validation is a trap, a fleeting dopamine hit that enslaves those who chase it. Instead, he measures himself against his own standards, asking, "Am I living in alignment with my purpose? Am I growing stronger, wiser, truer?" This self-assessment, rooted in Stoic self-discipline, creates a life of profound freedom. He doesn't need a corner office or 1,000 followers to feel whole. His fulfillment comes from the quiet victories of personal growth and honest self-reflection. Consider the man who walks away from a lucrative job because it clashes with his principles. While others gape, calling it madness, the Sigma sees only clarity. He's not swayed by the crowd's confusion or their whispers of failure. His Stoic mindset anchors him in the belief that true success is internal alignment, not external trophies. This choice, though alien to most, is the Sigma's strength, a refusal to trade his soul for society's fleeting rewards. This unshakable core is why Sigmas are far from normal. They don't just survive without validation, they thrive in its absence, crafting lives of purpose that others can only admire from afar. At Sigma Male Community we celebrate this inner fortress, urging you to build your own, because a man who needs nothing from the world is a man who can change it. 2. Architects of reality beyond nonconformity. Forget the rebel who smashes rules for attention. The Sigma male is something far greater, an architect of his own existence. He doesn't just reject society's scripts for careers, relationships, or success. He burns them and drafts his own. This isn't mere nonconformity. It's a Stoic-inspired commitment to crafting a life that resonates with his deepest truths. Every decision, from the work he pursues to the people he allows near, is a deliberate act of creation, aligned with his internal vision rather than external expectations. This architectural mindset demands radical ownership. The Sigma questions everything, not to be contrarian but to ensure his path reflects his values. Picture a man who leaves a prestigious career to start a small, unconventional business. Society calls it reckless, he calls it essential. His Stoic clarity allows him to see through the dogma of shoulds, the corporate ladder, the perfect family, the predictable milestones, and instead build a life that feels authentic, even if it baffles others. This sovereignty makes Sigmas magnetic yet elusive. They don't follow trends or rebel against them for sport, they create entirely new paradigms. A Sigma might live off-grid, mastering self-sufficiency, or quietly dominate a boardroom on his own terms, unnoticed until his results speak. His life is a blueprint of intention, each choice a brick laid with purpose. This proactive creation, rooted in Stoic self-mastery, sets him apart from the aimless rebellion of others. At Sigma Male Community, we honor this architectural spirit. You're not here to break rules or follow them. You're here to design a reality so true to you that the world's noise fades to nothing. Embrace this power and you'll see why Sigmas don't just live differently, they live better, crafting existences that echo with purpose. 3. Solitude, the cognitive oasis, not just loneliness. Solitude isn't a punishment for the Sigma male. It's his sanctuary, a cognitive oasis where his mind breathes freely. While others seek energy in crowded rooms, the Sigma finds clarity in the quiet of his own thoughts. This isn't about loneliness or withdrawal. It's a stoic practice of retreating to the inner sanctum where his resilience is forged, his ideas sharpened, and his intuition honed. Deny him this space and you dim his brilliance. It's as vital as air. In this oasis, the Sigma processes the world with a clarity most can't grasp. Picture him alone at dawn, journal in hand, unraveling a problem that would overwhelm others. This solitude, steeped in stoic reflection, allows him to strip away distractions and see truth in its rawest form. It's where he asks the hard questions. What matters? What's real? What's worth my energy? The answers he finds here guide his every move, making his actions deliberate and powerful. This need for solitude can confuse those who thrive on constant connection. They see the Sigma's withdrawal as coldness, but it's the opposite, a strategic recharge that fuels his unique perspective. He emerges from these moments not drained, but invigorated, carrying insights that others miss in the chaos of social noise. This ability to find strength in stillness is a hallmark of his stoic resilience, a quiet power that sets him apart. At Sigma Male Community, we understand that solitude is your forge. It's where you sharpen your mind and soul, crafting a life of unmatched clarity. Embrace this oasis, because in its silence lies the strength to navigate a world that never stops shouting. 4. The quiet metamorphosis, masterful adaptability. The Sigma male moves through life like a shadow over shifting sands, silent, fluid, and untouchable. His adaptability isn't loud or frantic. It's a stoic-inspired recalibration, a calm pivot that turns chaos into opportunity. When plans crumble or systems fail, he doesn't rage or freeze. He observes, processes, and adjusts with a precision that leaves others stunned. This quiet metamorphosis is his edge, born of a self-reliance that expects no external salvation. Imagine a Sigma navigating a sudden career collapse. While others panic, he's already analyzing, strategizing, moving. His stoic mindset, rooted in accepting what he cannot control and mastering what he can, allows him to see the terrain clearly. He doesn't cling to broken plans. He builds new ones, blending into new environments with ease, then vanishing when the moment calls. This isn't weakness, it's a predator's grace, adapting without losing his core. This adaptability stems from a profound inner resourcefulness. The Sigma cultivates mental tools, logic, intuition, discipline, that make him a master of any environment. He doesn't need approval or guidance. His stoic clarity is his guide, letting him morph without fanfare. Whether it's a new city, a new challenge, or a new reality, he navigates it with an ease that feels almost supernatural to those bound by rigidity. At Sigma Male Community, we celebrate this chameleon-like strength. You're not here to dominate or resist change. You're here to flow through it, reshaping your path with quiet mastery. Keep honing this adaptability, because it's what makes you unstoppable in a world that demands rigidity. 5. The economy of presence, selective socialization. The Sigma male treats his time like a sacred vault, spending it only where it counts. Every interaction is weighed with stoic precision. Does this person bring value? Is this moment authentic? Does this space align with my purpose? Small talk, forced gatherings, and energy-draining connections are ruthlessly cut. His circle isn't small by chance. It's a curated masterpiece, built on mutual respect and genuine resonance. This selective socialization isn't coldness. It's a commitment to high-fidelity living. Picture a Sigma at a crowded event, engaging only with those who spark real connection, then leaving without a trace. His stoic discipline ensures he invests energy only where it's reciprocated, preserving his mental clarity for what truly matters. He's not here for fleeting pleasantries. He's here for depth, impact, and truth. Others may misread this as aloofness, but it's the opposite, a fierce protection of his essence. The Sigma knows that every moment spent in shallow waters is a moment stolen from his purpose. His interactions, though rare, are profound, marked by a presence so intentional it leaves a lasting mark. This economy of presence, rooted in stoic self-mastery, is what makes his connections rare and powerful. At Sigma Male Community, we champion this ruthless curation. You're not here to please the crowd, you're here to build a life of substance. Keep guarding your time because in its scarcity lies the power to create a legacy of true connection and impact. 6. The magnetic void, profound mystery. The Sigma male is a paradox, a presence so quiet it commands attention. His reserved nature, minimal words, and guarded emotions create a magnetic void, a stoic enigma that draws others in. This isn't a calculated act, it's the natural byproduct of a man who lives for himself, not for the spotlight. His silence speaks louder than most people's noise, forcing others to lean in, curious to unravel his depths. This mystery stems from his selective transparency. The Sigma reveals himself only to those who earn it, and even then, slowly, deliberately. His stoic restraint, speaking only when meaning demands it, makes every word weighty, every gesture significant. People project their hopes, fears, and fascinations onto his calm facade, seeing in him a depth that feels infinite. In a world of oversharing, this quiet power is magnetic. Imagine a Sigma in a room full of chatter. He listens, observes, and speaks only when the moment calls, yet his few words shift the entire conversation. This isn't manipulation, it's the natural gravity of a man who doesn't need to perform. His stoic clarity makes him a mirror, reflecting others' truths back to them, amplifying his presence without effort. At Sigma Male Community, we embrace this magnetic void. You don't need to shout to be heard, your depth speaks for you. Keep cultivating this mystery because in your silence lies a power that reshapes how the world sees you, and how you see yourself. 7. The internal compass trumps external maps, deep autonomy. The Sigma male navigates life by a compass only he can read, indifferent to society's well-worn maps. Shoulds and musts hold no power over him. His choices, where to work, who to love, how to live, are guided solely by inner alignment. This stoic autonomy can look reckless to others, but it's a calculated loyalty to his own truth, a refusal to trade authenticity for comfort or approval. Picture a Sigma walking away from a perfect life, stable job, expected milestones, because it feels hollow. Society calls it madness, he calls it clarity. His stoic discipline lets him trust his internal gyroscope, even when the path is uncertain. He doesn't need external markers, degrees, titles, or applause, to know he's on course. His decisions are anchored in a deep self-honesty that others rarely dare to embrace. This autonomy makes him unpredictable yet unshakable. He might pivot from a corporate empire to a minimalist life or end a relationship that no longer serves his growth. These aren't whims, they're deliberate acts of alignment, rooted in a stoic understanding that true freedom lies in loyalty to oneself. The Sigma's path may confuse others, but it's always clear to him. At Sigma Male Community, we honor this deep autonomy. You're not here to follow someone else's map, you're here to chart your own. Trust that inner compass, because it's what guides you to a life of unmatched freedom and purpose. 8. Emotional equilibrium, the unperturbed center. In a world of emotional chaos, the Sigma male stands as a pillar of calm. His stoic equilibrium isn't coldness or repression, it's a profound mastery of his inner state. While others are tossed by the waves of validation or drama, he remains anchored, processing emotions internally with a clarity that keeps him steady. This unperturbed center is his power, letting him respond with precision where others react with frenzy. Imagine a Sigma facing betrayal or loss. Where others might lash out or crumble, he retreats inward, assessing with stoic detachment. He knows that external events are transient, unworthy of dictating his peace. This doesn't mean he's unfeeling. It means he chooses when and how to engage his emotions, preserving his energy for what truly matters. His calm is a fortress built on perspective and discipline. This equilibrium makes him a rock in turbulent seas. Colleagues, friends, or partners lean on his steadiness, drawn to his ability to remain clear-headed when all else falters. His stoic mindset, accepting what he cannot change, mastering what he can, turns emotional storms into opportunities for growth. He doesn't just survive chaos, he thrives in it, emerging stronger and more focused. At Sigma Male Community, we celebrate this unperturbed center. You're not here to be swayed by the world's noise, you're here to master it. Keep cultivating this equilibrium because it's what makes you a force of quiet, unshakable power. 9. Observation as strategy, the silent analyst. The Sigma male is a silent analyst, watching the world with the keen eye of a stoic philosopher. From the edges of any room he absorbs details others miss. Body language, power dynamics, unspoken truths. This isn't passive observation, it's active intelligence, a strategic gathering of insights that informs his every move. His silence isn't absence, it's presence sharpened by focus. Picture a Sigma in a high-stakes meeting. While others compete to speak, he listens, noting the pauses, the glances, the hidden agendas. His stoic discipline lets him see the game beneath the surface, understanding players before they understand themselves. When he finally speaks, his words cut through noise with surgical precision, shifting the room's energy because he's seen what others couldn't. This observational prowess fuels his adaptability and impact. By seeing patterns, social, professional, personal, he anticipates outcomes and positions himself accordingly. His stoic clarity ensures he doesn't just react to the world. He navigates it with foresight, making choices that feel almost prophetic to those less attuned. His silence is his strategy, and his insight is his weapon. At Sigma Male Community we honor this silent analysis. You're not here to add to the noise, you're here to see through it. Keep sharpening your observation because in your quiet focus lies the power to outmaneuver the world. 10. The anti-pack instinct, solo efficacy. The Sigma male doesn't need a pack to thrive. He's a force unto himself. While alphas lead groups and betas seek safety in numbers, the Sigma trusts his own mind, his own hands, his own will. This stoic-inspired solo efficacy isn't isolation. It's a deliberate choice to operate with maximum clarity and speed, unburdened by groupthink or the need for consensus. Imagine a Sigma tackling a complex project alone. Where others wait for teams or approvals, he dives in, relying on his own judgment to solve problems with precision. His stoic self-reliance means he doesn't need cheerleaders or safety nets. His clarity of thought and action is enough. This ability to produce exceptional results solo sets him apart in a world obsessed with collaboration. This anti-pack instinct makes him a paradox, independent yet impactful. He doesn't reject others out of disdain. He simply knows that his best work often comes in the focused silence of his own mind. His stoic discipline ensures he's not swayed by the crowd's momentum, allowing him to cut through noise and deliver outcomes that speak louder than any group effort. At Sigma Male Community we celebrate this solo efficacy. You're not here to follow the herd, you're here to forge your own path. Keep trusting your instinct because your ability to stand alone is what makes you extraordinary. 11. Sovereignty of time and attention, the ultimate filter. The Sigma male guards his time and attention with the ferocity of a stoic warrior. Every demand, social, professional, digital, must pass a brutal filter. Does this deserve my life's finite energy? Frivolous commitments, empty distractions, and shallow obligations are sliced away without hesitation. This isn't selfishness, it's a profound act of self-respect, ensuring his focus remains on what ignites his purpose. Picture a Sigma declining a draining social event to work on a project that fuels his soul. Society might call it rude, he calls it essential. His stoic clarity lets him see time as his ultimate currency, non-renewable and sacred. By ruthlessly prioritizing, he creates vast mental space for creativity, growth, and meaningful connection, refusing to let the world's noise dilute his potential. This sovereignty makes him a master of intentionality. Every choice, where to spend his energy, who to engage with, what to pursue, is deliberate, aligned with his deepest values. His stoic discipline ensures he doesn't waste a single moment on what doesn't serve his growth. This discernment isn't just freedom, it's power, allowing him to live with a clarity and impact others can only envy. At Sigma Male Community we champion this ultimate filter. You're not here to scatter your energy, you're here to wield it with precision. Keep guarding your time because in its sovereignty lies the key to a life of unmatched purpose and freedom. You've just walked through the 11 traits that make Sigma males far from normal. Proof that your path, your strength, your quiet power is a revolution in a world begging for conformity. At Sigma Male Community we're not just a channel, we're a call to live with stoic clarity, unapologetic authenticity, and relentless self-mastery. Take these truths and reflect. Where are you letting the world's noise drown your inner compass? Where can you step bolder into your sovereignty? Don't just watch, act. Apply these principles, forge your path, and become the man you're meant to be. If this resonated, hit that like button to show the world you're part of this movement. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Let's spark a conversation that fuels growth. Share this video with a brother who needs to hear it, and if you're subscribed, smash that notification bell to never miss the wisdom we're building here. Sigma Male Community is your guide to living powerfully, independently, and true. Keep rising, keep evolving, and we'll see you in the next one.